Hello, wrestling fans and fans across the land. This is Sal Rough Cuts with a quick cut for you. I got a question for you. I want you to post in the comments. I want real important question here. But please, before I do, as always, remember these are my opinions only. They're not affiliated with anything. But I have a question for all you fans out there that are seeing this video. What was more impressive this past week? The fact that Carlos Alcaraz came back from 3 match points down 2-1 to Yannick Sinner and came back and won the French Open in a 5-set thriller. He was down love 40 on Sinner's serve and came back and won. He won the match. He was down 2-1 and he came back and won the 4th and then 5th set, but down 3 match points in the 4th set against Sinner serve, came back and won the French Open, which people say was probably one of the most amazing, incredible comebacks in French Open history. Or, the other night, the Edmonton Oilers were down 3-0 on the road after the first period in Florida. And the Edmonton Oilers came back and won in overtime. They were up 4-3 with less than 20 seconds to go. Florida tied it, but they won in overtime. But here is an interesting note. Teams that were down in the Stanley Cup Finals by 3 goals or more in the first period were 0-37. 0-37. And yet, the Edmonton Oilers came back and won the game. Now, as of right now, they have not won the Cup. It's going back. Carlos did win the French Open. He did win the title. What was more impressive is what I want to know. What were you more impressed by this week on this quick edition of Rough Cuts Quick Cut? I'll give you my take. I honestly will say this. I thought Carlos Alcaraz's performance in Roland Garros was absolutely incredible. Absolutely amazing against Yannick Sinner, down love 40, down 2-1, and this kid don't quit. He didn't quit. I'm impressed because he won the title. He won the title. Edmonton, on the other hand, yes, they were down 3-0 in the first period. They did not win the Cup as of Friday the 13th, but they needed that victory because now they go back home. It's 2-2. They could have been going home down 3-1, which they were in a similar predicament last year. But at least the series continues one way or the other. But I'm more impressed. I mean, I am honestly more impressed with the fact that Carlos Alcaraz came back down 3 match points in that 4th set, and he turned it on and just basically said, "You're going to have to take the life out of me," and there was still life. I mean, think about it. 3 match points against the world number one seed, and he came back and he won the French Open. Yeah, those Spaniards don't quit. Yeah, exactly. I mean, Nadal had won 14 of them. I will have to say on this quick edition of Rough Cuts is that I am more impressed with Carlos Alcaraz's feat, even though Edmonton did something that 37 other teams had failed to do. I'm more impressed with the fact that Carlos Alcaraz won the French Open 3 match points. And it wasn't on his serve again, it was on Sinner's serve. So we had to face the serve and come up with a rabbit out of a hat, really. He played each point. He didn't give up. He said 1 point at a time. I get back to 40-40. I can come back and get an advantage, take the game. Who knows? Turned it around, and they played 5 hours and 5.5 hours, 545 minutes of amazing tennis. So I will say this. I was more impressed with Carlos Alcaraz winning the French Open over Edmonton's historic comeback. On this Friday the 13th, on this quick edition of Quick Cuts by Sal Lasardo, happy Friday the 13th. Here, let me give you a quick note about something. Today is Jason Voorhees' birthday. Do you know that Jason, the acronym for Jason, is July, August, September, October, November? If you break out Jason's 5 letters, 5 months, that's right. For all those Jasons out there, you represent July, August, September, October, and November. Pretty interesting stuff, you think? Happy Friday the 13th, wrestling fans. May all your matches be a Carlos Alcaraz, as I will say, a Grand Slam winning one. See you next time on Quick Cuts by Rough Cuts.